let's see, let's go to a short history of how you were involved with the leather pride flag.
Well, I did it.
There didn't
That's very short. That's very short history.
There used to be a leather pride flag. I know we take it for granted now that there is one. Why?
There had been an article in one of the San Francisco papers about the gay pride flag, the rainbow flag, and how it had been created. And I was lying in the hot tub at home one night just thinking, and thought we really ought to have a leather pride flag that would be similar. And so I started visualizing what I thought would be a good design for one. And the next morning I went into the offices and I asked one of the artists in the art department to draw up my concept. And he drew up what I had proposed, and he drew up 3 or 4 other variations because he didn't like what I had originally proposed. And he made one suggestion that I did follow. And otherwise I said, no, this is the one we're going to go with. We decided to have a prototype made just to see what it would look like actually.
And what did people first say about it when you showed it to some people and discussed
Well, other than in the office, nobody really said a great deal about it, other than, you know, that's what the boss said he wants to do, we'll do it.
And then what happened with this
And
flag?
then I took it to the prototype to IML. Mm-hmm. And I was a judge that year, and I asked for a little stage time, which they gave me.
And this was around what time frame?
This was 1989. 89. And at one point during the contest, this flag was lowered from above onto the stage, and I made a short presentation saying that I thought we needed a leather pride flag. This was my interpretation of it, that I realized it probably wouldn't be the final design, but it was a starting point, and I hope they would adopt the concept and would like it and go off and do it. And I had some commercial ones produced to make them available, had the little leather pride pins made that
You gave me one.
not wearing one there.
You gave me one.
I gave away a lot of them that year.
Mm-hmm.
I gave flags to Outcasts and Society of Janus in San Francisco, and to GMSMA in New York to be carried in the gay pride parades there and their leather contingents. Pardon?
People saluted this flag, ran it up the flagpole, and they have turned it into everything since.
It varied considerably at first. I mean, Susie Shepard called me up the next day and said, how can I get a design so I can have one made to carry in Portland? Because they're in Portland, Oregon, the Pride Parade is the week before it is in all the major cities. And so I sent her a clipping of what I was publishing in Drummer, which was a little architectural drawing showing how to build one. And she had one built, and it was first carried in a parade there.
Now, what are some of the unusual things that you've seen made?
Well, it took several years for it to really catch on. I mean, pins, pendants, that sort of thing came right away. Actually, the first thing I saw made out of it was a Christmas tree ornament. So one of the first I saw was one of the weirdest, but I have seen lots of people who've developed it into tattoos that they're wearing. Just a few minutes ago, a woman was showing me her toenails that were painted in the leather pride flag. She said the little Thai girls who are doing her toenail paintings had no idea what it was they were putting on her toenails, but they liked it. I have seen it, well, Frank and JP have it painted as a Pennsylvania Dutch hex symbol on the side of their barn in Pennsylvania. It's in license plates, it's in doormats. I had somebody tell me that they found a little village in Mexico that specializes in making horse blankets. You know, saddle blankets for under the saddle on horses' backs. And they had a leather pride flag among their designs. And they had no idea where it was. They had seen it someplace, they liked it, and they picked it up. And there are leather pride horse blankets going, or saddle blankets going, it was being sold in Mexico. one of the weirdest was seeing Jeff Tucker's mother in his stepping down as International Mr. Leather, sitting there beside the runway, knitting Leather Pride flag colored cock and ball covers.
That's terrific.
So I've seen lots of ways.